Good morning, Darlene here from Darlene's Garden. Well, the last few videos that I've done have been in my kitchen, but I figured it's time to show you what I have growing because this is a garden channel, and yes, kitchen stuff does have to do with gardening, but my plants have to do even more with gardening. So let's go see what I've been doing. Okay, here we are in my grow room, and all of my pepper plants, I've got them trimmed, and you can see, if you look really close, which ones are going to do something and which ones aren't. My avocado tree it's liking being real close to that light. This is a Tiny Tim tomato, and he's growing nice there. I don't know how tall he'll get, but they're supposed to be good for being able to grow indoors because they're miniature, they don't get very tall. But you can see right here, especially on this pepper plant, see all the little leaves coming out? So it's going to do something. Okay, up here, this is a basil of some sort, and it's doing fine. This is an eggplant that's still going, and I don't remember if that one's a tomato or a pepper. Anyway, here we've got some new leaves on this one too. And over there, another eggplant. My fig is dormant for the most part, although there's still a couple leaves that hang on. And then I moved my other figs to way up high because they weren't going dormant, and someone suggested they didn't need as much light. So they do not have as much light. But it looks like they're still greenish. But I've been making sure everything gets water. My houseplants are doing fine. So far, my holiday cactuses have not bloomed yet. They didn't last year either. And there was one that had a couple blooms, like when it wasn't even time. But down here, I'm a little sad. My Norfolk pine, which I've had for a bunch of years, I think it has decided to die. It's always been an indoor plant, except for the summer before last when we had all the plants out on the porch. But see, it's just all, I'm pretty sure that it's dead because it's all crispy and droopy. And it's gotten as much water as everything else here, which I don't water this area all that much, but everything else seems to be doing okay with the amount of water that it gets. So I don't know why my pine decided to die, but it did. And the only other thing I have really going on here is that I took the old basil, which looked very dead, clipped it all off and planted new basil seeds in there. And in here I planted some basil and some chives, both in there. And right now I have them covered so that they're, I don't know, get a little bit more moisture, hold the moisture a little better, although those covers don't really fit that good. Anyway, I moved one of the Hoya plants over to the window. And the rest of my plants here look fairly good, except for this eggplant, which looks a little bit weird. I don't know if it's I think it's kind of deadish. So I may plant something different in there. But that's really about all I have going on garden-wise. Outdoors, it's been in the 20s for days now, days and days. So, oops, you're not really seeing my face. I get to looking where I'm going and forget to look at the camera. If I look at the camera, I do a pretty good job of focusing on what I'm taking a picture of. But there we go. Set that down so you can see a little more of me. Today's a Sunday, and I haven't had one of our Sunday chats for a while. So I figured it's time for, besides my garden tour, which didn't amount to a whole lot of a tour, it's time for a Sunday chat. And I don't have a lot to talk about. I just wanted to remind you all the reason for the season, and to hope that you have joy and happiness in your heart no matter what's happening in your life, because remembering the reason for the season is part of what can help that to happen. My pastor this morning in his message was reminding us about patience. And in the book of James, James was talking about patience. And the pastor talked about all kinds of situations in which we, in our society today, can exercise patience. And it's not a human quality that comes very naturally to us. It's one that we have to work on and rely on God to help us, because it's really hard to do it on our own. So as you come into these next couple of weeks, week and a half or so, before Christmas, lots of things need to happen. We need to finish our shopping, get our gifts wrapped, worry about the weather, worry about where we're going and are we wearing our masks, and worrying about being around people that we don't know. We were going to go Christmas shopping in the mall yesterday. We decided not to go because Saturday might be a day when lots of people go, and we thought, well, we just didn't want to take a chance on lots of people being there. And whether we go one day this week, we thought about Wednesday, but it will depend on the weather too, because we had snow this morning. It did warm up a little bit and melted, but that's no guarantee that that we're not gonna have more. So, patience. If I could bequeath you all the patience that you need, I'd do it, but I can't do that. There is only one person that can, and He is the reason for the season. So, as we approach Christmas, may you have a wonderful Christmas. I hope I put out another video or two before Christmas Day. I don't know what they'll be about, but whatever they are, I hope you enjoy watching them. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I invite you to do that. And whenever you watch one of my videos, don't forget to hit that like button, because that helps YouTube to know that people like to watch my videos. So until next time, I'm going to quit blabbering away at you. I'm going to pick you back up and show you a few of my decorations as we kind of close out this video. And we remember the reason for the season. May the good Lord richly bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.